Ringside Side Eyes with Jimmy Vibes.
You just want to talk wrestling bullshit. We've said it. No, you're in the river, bitch. Ooh.
The 21st of December.
Oh my god, everybody get off the road.
Literally 9:07 a.m.
So does that mean you're going to drive for us in Louisiana?
Oh my god, I could not do that. You joking? On the other side of the road and everything.
Why not? It would be fun. I've always wanted to experience that, and I could live vicariously through you.
Okay, let's do it.
How scary.
Just me screaming all the way down. I was screaming that on Tuesday. My lord, I was screaming that on Tuesday.
I can't. Why? What was Tuesday? Oh, when Liv debuted.
Yes!
Girl. You know, I'm going to keep this. I already started recording, so we're just going to let it go.
Let it go.
But hey, everybody. I have Sam on the show with me this week. Since Paige decided to bring along some friends, I thought I'd do the same shit.
British for a British.
Yas.
Yes.
Oh my god. So Sam, did you watch NXT Takeover?
I did.
I loved it.
It was fabulous. It was incredible.
Like, what a tough ass show to follow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, like, because I was working Saturday night, so I couldn't actually watch it. I was working like a DJ event, doing the door and tickets and whatnot. So I didn't see it, but then I watched it like on Twitter. Like people were saying how amazing the show was and how they didn't think Survivor Series could follow it. And I was like, wow, this must have been a really, really awesome show. So I watched like the women's four-way when I was in work the next day on my lunch. And I still had some time left, and I've seen that a lot of people were talking about Black and Velveteen.
Oh my god.
So oh my god, match of the night.
Oh my god. Match of the year. Like,
really?
I loved it. Are you
it's
kidding?
Not match of the year for me, but
for me, NXT definitely. Like,
no, it's still not.
For me, definitely. Like, I'm just gonna say for me, like, I don't care what anybody else thinks, but
it's my number two. My number one is for now is still gonna be NXT Chicago, Tyler and Pete.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Like, that was a good match. I'm
biased towards that because it is UK, but I genuinely think
match as well. Like, Sam, to you, that's your best. Like, I get it. Cool. Kudos to you because that was a good ass match. I love that match too because I love Pete Dunne. I actually want that T-shirt of him dressed up like Pennywise. I really want that.
I just bought their little Christmas jumper. I'm gonna wear it for work.
Yeah, but now I'm disappointed that those shirts are all sold out. He's not remaking them or anything, so...
I think I can get one if you want it.
I really do want one.
I'm pretty sure I can still get one.
Well, if you could get your hands on them, I would love them.
I got my sources.
You better work your sources, a.k.a. your knees and your lips.
Yes, always.
But that match with Black and Velveteen Dream was... everything. It was a dream. I loved it. It was my favorite NXT match because I love Aleister Black. And one of the listeners, before I even knew who Aleister Black was, he was wrestling for This Is Progress. That promotion. And I didn't really know who he was, nothing. And then a listener sent me a link. It was like, James, I think you're really going to like this guy once he debuts. He's on NXT, blah, blah, blah. I had no clue. And then I looked him up. I was like, yo, he does seem interesting. But now he's become my favorite NXT superstar. And my other favorite, Hideo, is going to the Cruiserweights. Did you see about that?
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter and I was like, ooh. Because I was literally thinking, after seeing like both sets of women going up onto the main roster, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen with Hideo was my first thought because he's been there probably the longest at the moment in the NXT kind of thing, you know, out of the ones that are kind of relevant.
I love him, and I'm excited that he's going up to the Cruiserweight.
I don't rate him, so I'm hoping that maybe now I'll experience a bit more of him and learn to like him.
I just think he's really good in the ring, and he's hot.
Really?
Yes, I find Hideo to be, like, so handsome. Like,
so handsome.
Anyways, let me calm down. But that match was fucking sick. I just fucking lived for it. Live.
And I really like Aleister Black's theme song as well.
You don't like it?
No, I really do. Like,
oh, I love it.
I found myself sort of like, oh, I didn't want to say singing it because I'm not really singing it, but like, when like humming the tune like for the rest of the day.
Oh yes, I love how he rises. I love the candles. I love his look. I just. My wig is placed aside. I'm here for Aleister Black. Like, that's my guy. And shout out to Adam Cole, my other daddy, who won that main event match. I
still haven't actually watched that.
Oh my god. You know what, Sam? I didn't watch Takeover either live. I was away. I was chilling and partying. Yeah. You know when you really don't want to go somewhere and then you end up going and you have, like, the best time ever? That happened this weekend because I was like, damn.
Where did you go?
So my friend hit me up and he was like, hey, you want to go to the casino this weekend? It's $30. He's like, you just pay $30. You ride a bus. The bus is like a coach bus that has a bathroom in it. And he was like, you get a free voucher to eat. And you get $15 of play money at the casino. And there's like they sell you like $2, $3 drinks on the bus on the way there. And it's only a 45-minute drive. So I was like, sure. So me, Jared, a couple of other friends, we all got together and we went with my friend. And his aunt was the one who was planning this whole thing. And like, so his mom was there. It was kind of like a little family event that they do or whatever. So we're like, whatever, let's just go. And then I was like, damn, I don't know if I really want to go on Saturday. Takeover is Saturday. And then I was like, fuck, I already committed. I already put my name down. I already paid for my fucking $30 to go. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. So I went and I ended up having a great time. Like I won all my money back. I won like $30 back, and that's how much I paid to go there. And it was such a good time. We got drunk. We just had a great time, and nobody had to drive. Everybody was safe. It was just a good time. So that's what I ended up doing. Yeah, and I didn't want to go out. So, you know, I love nights like that. And then I came home and bitch, I watched Takeover, and it was like 12 a.m. and I was watching it until like 2 a.m. And it was
Welcome to my life when I have to watch it live. Now you know how I feel.
Yes, I was being a party boy. I haven't been a party boy in a while. But you gotta watch the main event, bitch.
Oh, no, I will. I've just literally just not had a second to breathe kind of thing. Like, work is so heavy right now. I work in a restaurant.
Yeah, I know.
It's close to Christmas, so we got all the Christmas bookings in. I've had, like, my driving theory test, like, to do and things like that, and I've just been so swamped. I'm, like, so behind on, like, my general TV shows as well. Like, I'm ridiculously behind.
But you watched the Fatal 4-Way, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I made sure wrestling came first.
Now, with this match, I thought this was a great match. Like, they had great spots in the match, and I really enjoyed how the crowd was into the match. And, you know, Ember Moon picked up the win. Like, super dope, like, well-deserved. She deserved this win. It's been a long time coming for them to put the belt on her. But, like, the girls, they all worked well. Like, I loved Kairi. Like, the way she moves in the ring, she looks like a doll, like a little anime. Yeah, she looks like a little anime doll, and I love how she has her own little mystique to her. Like, you don't directly compare her to Asuka, you know, just because they're from the same place doesn't mean like they're the same person. I feel like she's
what I didn't like about Kairi?
I don't like her theme.
Her new theme?
Yeah, I don't like
horrible.
Terrible. They'll change it.
Go back to the old one that she had at the Mae Young Classic.
No, they need to get her something completely different.
No, but like it was better than the one that they had on.
Yeah, I get you. Like, she just needs a better theme song because what they're doing is horrible. But another thing I didn't like, well, it's not that I didn't like it, but I didn't like Peyton's entrance with the outfit. I didn't like the halo. It was just poorly executed. It looked tacky. In a weird
way, the outfit gave me Emma vibes.
I don't know.
I think it was the colour of it.
Maybe, because I didn't get any Emma vibes.
I think it was just the colour kind of made me think it was a bit Emma-ish.
Oh, me? I didn't notice. I just thought she looked all over the place. And I was like, no, Peyton, like, what are we doing, girl? Like, I just wanted to have a moment with her because you guys know I stand for Peyton. So Don't come at me like how you guys like to come at me about Naomi and be like, oh, you call out everybody else, but you don't call out Naomi. And then when I bring up Naomi, they get mad. So I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't talk about Naomi. I was like, but Naomi's relevant, so fuck them. And that's why I put out that disclaimer today. And I was like, sending questions, and I'm going to say what I want to fucking say. But anyways, don't come at...
You logged me out of the question of the Twitter, by the way, so you'll have to get the questions yourself.
Oh, okay. You blocked yourself out?
Details and I'll log in.
You blocked yourself out?
No, I got a new laptop. I had my broke, so I had to get a replacement one.
Oh, okay. You don't remember the password or anything?
I think I do.
If anything, I'll send you it. Whatever. So, yeah, I'll do that. But, yeah, so don't come at me because I wasn't feeling Peyton's outfit on fucking Takeover. I wasn't. Sorry. Like, get over it.
You were allowed to, though.
Ugh. But anyways, the only little thing that I had with the match itself was the delayed eclipse, like how Nikki and Peyton were setting up for the eclipse. I think Ember should have never taunted on the turnbuckle, and that just bugs me a bit. It just bugs me a bit because it would have been such a perfect finish to a perfect match, and I feel like she kind of fucked that up with that taunt. She should have never taunted. The girls were waiting too long for her. So it just looked a bit corny to me. But what are your thoughts, Sam?
Yeah, I feel like you could kind of... Obviously, wrestling is fake. I'm not going to lie there.
Yeah,
but you could see Nikki and Peyton like looking up.
Yeah, they were like come on.
And he kind of ruined it slightly, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but I can't blame Nikki and Peyton. They were ready. It was Ember who kind of like messed up on her timing, but look, big deal, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, whoop-de-doo. Still a great match. Ember's outfit, though, she was another one, but that's a whole nother like I didn't
mind it.
I didn't know where she was going with this. It was just a bit all over the place for me. I didn't like the two-toned. I just didn't like it.
I liked the purple kind of aspect of it. It was different.
I mean, like, yeah, it was different. It was something we haven't seen before, but it was just a lot. Whatever, who cares? But anyways, regardless, that match was fucking dope. NXT just fucking slayed. Like, the War Games match was so cool. Like, I loved it. The Authors of Pain were everything. Sanity did a great job. The Undisputed was killing it. So, and Adam Cole looked amazing as always. You don't find him to be like gorgeous?
Not for me.
He's like Roman Reigns gorgeous.
Quite a little bit. I don't know why. There's just a little bit of something about Kyle O'Reilly.
He's all right. I like the other guy, Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish is cute too.
Yeah, I find him to be cute.
But I don't know what it is. I just sort of find myself looking at him every now and again.
Oh, you know who I always be looking at on NXT?
Lars Sullivan.
CN. Bitch, I could... Don't play with me, Samuel. Don't do it. Don't do it, Louisa.
No, you tried it.
No, I was talking about the new NXT champion, CN. Yes. He's beautiful. I am so happy for him that they finally figured him out. They knew that he needed a talking piece, and we were blessed with Zelina Vega, who's just everything in life. She's magical. Even her shade off with Peyton Royce on Twitter is so good. It's gold. I'm like, this needs to be on TV. Everything she does, I'm like, this needs to be on TV. She's just really good. She gives me AJ Lee vibes. She's like, but
obviously she's AJ in the movie as well.
Yeah, but I could see why they casted her for that.
Yeah,
because she's so good, and she is an actress. She's done other movies as well, so she's just well rounded and she's talented.
She's incredible in the ring as well, but I don't want her in the ring.
Not yet. No. She's doing so great. I love how she sneaks in and attacks these men like an assassin ninja. She's sneaky. She's conniving. Her character is perfect. And I know Nia Jax is going to get a lot of slack for what she said to Lana on Total Divas. And it's coming up again when she's telling Lana that she doesn't feel like Lana should wrestle. And
it's tonight's one, isn't it?
No, that one's not airing tonight. It's airing next week, Thanksgiving week, this in America. So they're not airing it.
Oh, is there nothing on this week?
It might air for you guys in the UK, but it's not airing in America.
No, we're usually behind on you.
Oh, so we ain't getting it. But whatever. What Nia was saying to Lana on Total Divas was like that, you know, I think you have such a great character, blah, blah, blah. People know you from the mic. Like, it's not all about wrestling. But Lana had a great counterpoint when she was like, no, but all friction, anything, it's settled in the ring. And she's like, that's where you square off any, like, story. And I get where Lana's coming from, but with Zelina, she does a little bit of both, you know? She talks her shit, she has mic time, we get to learn her character, and she sneaks into the ring and gets physical because she's already fully trained wrestler. Like, she knows what she's fucking doing in that fucking ring. So, I love the position that she's in. I love it.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. She is perfect, and she just fits the role. NXT is just doing a good job, and now with all the recent call-ups, I can't wait to see how they're going to establish these girls now that we have left in NXT. And, you know, we'll get into it because a couple of people were upset that this one didn't get picked and that one or whatever, and they did this one or whatever. But we're going to unravel all of that. But I'm just so excited for NXT going forward because they really have a solid roster now, and I feel like things are going to start picking up, so... It's interesting.
It's exciting.
It's an exciting time, isn't it, Samuel?
It's very exciting.
I'm over here drinking my my water, being very cautious because one of the listeners dragged me on the last show and said, this one really made me laugh.
I literally been having a couple of drinks, so I'm kind of like, be very quiet when drinking.
Yes, but he was like, oh, James, all these sips is making me think that I'm listening to the Pickle Lady. You ever see the Pickle Lady?
I fucking love the Pickle Lady. I think I'm like the only one out of all my friends that love it, and I'm like, have you seen this bitch?
Kid, y'all, that's shade.
And I love when she's typing, she's like,
Kid, I got my life. I thought that was so funny. But yeah, I know who the Pickle Lady is. And yeah, I annoyed myself when I listened back to the show. I was like, oh my god, really, bitch? But I was so parched. I was thirsty. I was a thirsty hoe last week.
You always funny. Are. Well, actually, you're not anymore. You have a boyfriend. You're not thirsty.
You got it. But, you know, let's get into some Survivor Series. Let's talk about the women's match. You ready to talk about the women's match, Sam?
Let's do this. Let's get this out of the way.
Oh, girl, I sense some shade. I sense, like, the monster from Stranger Things.
I don't watch Stranger Things.
What is wrong with you?
I knew that was coming.
Why don't you don't watch Game of Thrones? You don't watch Stranger Things? Like, what do you do, bitch? Tell me. I got time.
I watch a lot of other shows.
What do you watch?
Okay, at the moment, How to Get Away with Murder. Flash. Arrow. I'm gonna start out on The Sinner.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That looks good. And then Mind Hunters on Netflix.
Oh yes. Now we're talking, bitch. Look at.
See, I watch good shit.
Sinner.
That's my opinion.
Sinner is really good. Loved it. Great twist.
Well, we finished Horror Story as well, so that was good.
Ugh, the recent season was trash.
I didn't mind this series. Quantico is my favourite. I'm waiting for that to come back.
So you like a lot of ABC shows, basically.
I don't know what shows they are because we don't have them on.
Yeah, Quantico and How to Get Away with Murder and all of that. Well, bitch, we'll talk about all these other shows after because we're not talking about.
Yeah, this is a wrestling show.
Yes, sorry guys. All right.
Well, let's sidetrack that.
I digress. See, that's what happens when you put two friends on the show. We start. Me and you always go off, Sam. But
just imagine how it's gonna go at Mania.
Oh god!
Like, kind of watch something and we're like,
what? Next thing you know, it's over.
You're like, and the new champ, and we're like, what?
Yeah, I can't. But okay, let's talk about the women's match on Survivor Series. Like,
okay.
I thought it was a good match. I thought they had some good spots in this match to say some good things about it. Becky got out early for like the shock factor or whatever. But what I will say is I felt like this match was super predictable. It was just so predictable to me. Like, I knew how it was gonna go. You know, Asuka winning and That's one of the reasons why I didn't want Asuka in this match originally, because I was just like, no, she shouldn't be representing Raw. She should set out this pay-per-view. I just felt like it was just too predictable, because I just knew that they were going to make Asuka be the sole survivor. Like, I just knew it. But what I will say is I loved Nia and Tamina's moment. Like, I thought that was fucking great. It was so cool to see, because it's something I wanted to see in forever. So
the moment between them was absolutely incredible. However, Nia's overall elimination pissed me right off.
Really? I was kind of
it was predictable. You knew she was going to get counted out. Knew it. Mm-hmm. Because if you're going to have her and Asuka, they're either going to both survive until the end, or one of them, more likely Nia, was going to get counted out and not pinned. It was too obvious.
Too obvious.
Yeah, because, like, the only person probably maybe on the women's team, and it's no disrespect to any of them, that probably, had a chance of beating Nia on a level was Tamina, but Tamina isn't up there with Nia, in my opinion. So it wouldn't have made sense, so she had to get counted out. Mm-hmm. And the whole Alicia Fox getting eliminated by Naomi fucking up was ridiculous.
Like, I don't know who to blame for that. I really don't know. Like, it just, Alicia Fox's shoulders wasn't down, and then she popped up to kick out. I think maybe Sasha kind of fucked that up, maybe.
I wasn't sure if... No, it was Naomi.
Really? I don't know.
No, it was Naomi and Fox.
Yeah, because Sasha. I remember she was pinning... Foxy was pinning... No, Naomi was pinning Foxy. And Foxy popped up, and Naomi went to go put her in that submission that she does. And then Sasha came out of nowhere and hit her. And put her in... And put Naomi... And snatched Naomi in the bank statement. So, and the ref was still counting, and he stopped that too, to get into position to check the submission. That's what it looked like to me. So I'm
going to rewatch that bit and try and see how I feel about
it. I don't know who to blame.
It was not right. Something went wrong there.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication over there, which was a bit like, oh, come on, guys. Like, this was already going to be predictable, so I just would prefer it to be clean.
It says that Fox was eliminated by a roll-up, like a pin. It doesn't say submission. It does say a pinfall.
So you think Naomi pulled her up too early?
Yeah, I've got, I'm on, all the facts and stuff, as always. You know me.
Yeah.
But it says roll-up in 11 minutes.
Oh, well, whatever. It is what it is. But...
It is what it is.
Yeah, that was kind of like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then, it was just so predictable. Better luck next year.
You know who the star player of the whole match was, though?
Who?
Tamina.
She was. Definitely.
Outstanding. She was phenomenal. I was really, really impressed. I could just imagine Jack all excited, just shouting Tamises.
No, it was super dope. It was so good to see her in that element.
I loved it.
You know what really pissed me off is, the next day people were on social media because she posted up that picture with herself and Nia, and then on the other picture she had Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. She had Stone Cold and The Rock, and people were throwing shade, PWM or whatever the hell they're fucking called. These motherfuckers post out bullshit story after bullshit story after bullshit story, and then they're over there throwing shade at fucking Tamina. So I fucking tweeted these motherfuckers, and I was like, you guys, your shit. And they were saying that there was no pop. Tamina got no pop, Nia got no pop. I heard a pop. Did you hear a pop, Sam?
I heard a pop.
I heard a pop too, bitches.
Oh, well, here's this poppin' ass bitch. What's up? How are you?
Hello, everybody. I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good. What's up with you?
New phone, who dis?
Hi, Sam. I missed you.
Oh, it's Nick.
New phone.
I thought you were dead.
No, bitch. I've been super busy. I just got back from Christmas shopping with my mom, actually. I worked in overnight and everything, so I've been pretty busy. But I wanted to get on the show because wrestling this week has been crazy, and I knew you guys were doing it, so I wanted to join you. It's been a while since the three of us been on a show together. So.
It definitely has. And right now we're talking about the Nia and Tamina encounter. That fucking some trashy ass blog Try to throw shade at them.
I see you putting them together on Twitter this week. I looked at that.
Yeah, like the fucking nerve. And then they blocked me or some shit.
I know, and then I couldn't see the tweet, and I was trying to go back and see the tweet, and I know that a couple of the other listeners were as well.
Well, my clap back was strong because I went back on the fucking the podcast Twitter, and I gave them a piece of my mind on that one. I was like, bitch, don't think you're getting rid of me so soon, because he tried to throw shade at our podcast. I tried to throw shade at the podcast, but I was like, the bullshit that they spread out was so up to their ears, that's why they cannot hear that pop that Tamina and Nia was getting. People were excited for that.
I know, that's ridiculous. Honestly, that was like the highlight of the women's elimination match was Tamina and Nia going at it.
What were your thoughts of it, though? Because me and Sam both found it to be predictable, and we felt like that spot between Alicia Fox and Naomi kind of threw off the match a bit to the point where you're just
threw it off big time. It was weird. Any day of the week, we know these girls can perform,
right.
And wrestle a paper bag, But I mean, so it was an off night for him, and it was kind of a fuck up. But yeah, I know what you mean. It kind of made the match a little off balance afterwards. But I get what you mean, that it was very predictable having Asuka win. At the end of the day, though, Asuka kind of needed this, because after they kind of flopped, she wasn't getting over with the crowd once they brought her up. So it's I understand having her be the sole survivor, but I don't know. I always get super excited for these Survivor Series matches, but then I get disappointed when I actually watch the match, because a lot of the eliminations are just odd. I was very disappointed Becky got eliminated that quickly. If they wanted to get a captain eliminated first, it should have been Alicia.
No.
So I don't know. What'd you say, Vince?
He goes, no.
No?
Why?
Why no?
Yeah.
Because Fox needs it more than Becky.
Yeah, I agree with Sam, though. I have to agree with Sam on this one, Nick, because I felt like Becky Lynch getting eliminated first was for shock value. Because Alicia Fox getting eliminated first as the captain is kind of predictable, and that's how they used to.
Raw, Fox is the weakest of the five, so if you eliminate her straight away, it's predictable.
Yeah, they try to. I feel like they try to save it because we all knew that Asuka was gonna win, so they try to switch it up and have Becky go out first. You get me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I see that.
Yeah.
As a fan, though, I was just kind of really and from a roll up too. I know it was the shock value, but I don't know. I was just.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like that either. I feel like they could have did it better. They could have definitely did it better with Becky getting eliminated. They could have made it a little more smart. So.
Right. But overall, the match was fun. I always love watching the Survivor Series matches. But yeah, Asuka being the sole survivor, super predictable, but needed, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't as exciting as other past Survivor Series. I'll just say that.
Next, we had Alexa Bliss versus the Queen, the Goddess versus the Queen. I felt like it was a good match. It was good. I just felt like fucking Alexa was too much on the offense. I needed fucking Charlotte to kick the next gear. I felt like they really slowed down this match. But I still liked it. I thought it was a good match. I loved the finish of it, and I was glad that Charlotte was the one to go over. And they really had Alexa give her a match. You know what I mean? Alexa was strong competition to her, and I liked that. But I just didn't like how they switched up Alexa's style a bit just for her to wrestle Charlotte. But then again,
I seemed more mat-based.
Yeah, because Charlotte is a bigger competitor. And I felt like they really had Alexa wrestle her down. But don't take this as shade because I love Alexa. But Alexa's not a technical wrestler. So I didn't like it. Looked like she was pretending to be. No shade. I still love Alexa. I didn't like the style that they had of Alexa wrestling. But I understand she's evolving. She's trying new things. I just didn't feel like that was the pay-per-view for them to try that with Alexa Bliss.
Right, I agree with you. I have a lot to say about it, but I want to hear Sam's opinion first because I know you're a big fan of Alexa. So were you rooting for Team Raw?
Yeah, I was rooting for Alexa in that match. Yeah, but when you kind of see how the card was going down, you knew it was going to come down to because there was 7 matches. It was going to be 3 all come the end of it anyway. And leading into that one, it was a draw. You had Lesnar and AJ coming up. Lesnar was easily going to win that. So I kind of knew Charlotte was going to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like Alexa kind of needed it more, but Charlotte was on a roll. You know, she'd just won the title. She was still on that momentum push. So it kind of made sense for her to win. But I think with Alexa, she wasn't in the 4 Horsewomen, and she kind of has, you know, what's the word? Carved her own path kind of thing. And I think she needed this. But I'm okay with her not winning because how Raw's evolving now, I've got ideas for that. But it was a good match. I did feel Alexa gave Charlotte one of the better matches, though.
Yeah, it was a good match. I felt like it went too long, though. Like, I watched it
15
over
minutes.
Right, yeah, it was just... Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was the pace. It just felt like it was like fucking like 25 minutes or so. But like you said, like I did agree. Like Alexa and Charlotte put on a pretty good match with each other. Like a lot of people will throw shade at Alexa for her in-ring skill. I see it a lot on Twitter, but I mean, like each match that she's shown like on main pay-per-views, she's pretty consistent. And it was nice to kind of see her and Charlotte mix it up now on the main roster versus like way back in the day when she was like little glitter bliss. So. Yeah, the match itself for me, it was good, but it just looked a little odd because the roles were reversed, right? So to see somebody so small like Alexa dominating just like the 6-foot-tall glamazon of a woman, Charlotte, and just for a majority of the match, Charlotte sells amazing, but like I don't know, it was a good match. Like I'm not gonna like critique it to the how, but there's just little nitpicks about that. But yeah, it was pretty good. And I liked, one of my favorite spots was at the end when like Alexa was like crawling back in fear and like looking like she's gonna cry, and Charlotte's like looking at her, she's like, "You will never beat me." So it's like, I really like when there's storytelling during matches like that with the women. So I thought that was a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I liked it too. I thought it was a good match. I was excited to see them wrestle. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Alexa. Everybody knows that, and I, you know my love for Charlotte, girl. But I don't know. I just felt like Nick. I agree with you. The match did go on for too damn long, and Charlotte was getting a beating too damn long, and I was just like, it wasn't believable. And Alexa works best when she's crafty and smart in the ring and uses the mind games. So that's why I just felt like it was a change of pace, and I feel like Alexa was trying something new, but I just don't feel like it just fits her style. You get me? It just didn't fit the Alexa Bliss character. Even it was good though. It was good, but I just felt like she was playing.
Instead of her going and working over the arm for like 10 minutes, I would have rather seen her like jab, like poke her in the eye or stuff like that, and kind of like do all the, like you said, connive her way around and be smart about it. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know if you talked about Takeover already.
Yeah, we did.
Just going back to the Velveteen and Black match. How he, I love that match by the way, but how Velveteen like worked the ring and really worked and was like very smart about it. That's how I would like to see Alexa work a match.
Exactly.
Someone like Charlotte.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of that match, I told Sam earlier that was my NXT match of the year so far. And Sam, what was yours again, Tyler?
Tyler and Pete at Takeover.
Oh yeah, Tyler and Pete, hands down, is still for me.
All right.
But that was a great match. It was such an amazing story. So, and it really made Velveteen a star. So it's pretty cool to see what's going to happen with him there.
I love him, and he's kind of cute. I caught myself for a bit. I was like, those cheekbones, huh?
Yeah, both. Okay.
I always kind of fancied him a little bit. Like I never really verbalized it, but I was always just kind of like, kind of giving him some stares back in the day at Tough Enough. I'm like, okay.
Thank you, little dirty hoe. You see? Okay, Nick, go on with your bad self.
Yeah, I'm or nothing. I'm just saying, he's pretty fun.
Nick got that jungle fever, guys. I've been noticing.
I'm all now. I don't got no man in the wrestling business no more. I'm just back and forth.
It is what it is.
Big hoe.
So I guess that's it for Survivor Series. I thought the men's match was tragic. But I don't even want to talk about it. But let's just jump into Monday Night Raw. We had Dana versus Asuka, and I was like, my poor girl Dana. But Dana came out and she had her entrance and she did that whole backstage thing where they do the little talking box. Can I just tell you guys that I'm just so sick of that shit? I just can't stand it. Don't show me
sorry.
You know the little talking box that they just run their mouth about why they're having this match when they're coming out. Yeah, just so they can save time, so they don't have to waste time on a talking segment, so they can give them an entrance and a talking point. I just can't stand it. I think it's so stupid.
I think it's lazy.
It is lazy, and I feel like it's so 1994. Like, that's what you used to do. Just yell at the camera. Ooh, when I see you, I'm gonna break your bones. And I'm gonna... Like, no. I'm so tired of it. So, anyways, I just wish
it feels like it's, this match seems irrelevant. How can we make it relevant? Quick, put this promo in.
Yeah, like, ugh. They should have just gave her an interview with Homegirl. Like, have somebody backstage just throw a mic on her and Gorilla before she goes out. Do it live, like, real quick, but whatever. And it would, if they did that, we would have more anticipation for these matches. We'd be more excited for them. But anyways, you know, she lost to Asuka, and it was, you know, it was an Asuka match, and the crowd was really lit for Asuka. So, like what you were saying, Nick, about her being the sole survivor, really, like, kind of paid off and rubbed off into Monday Night Raw, because, and then I was thinking, I was like, those people in Texas, they are big NXT fans, because this is, like, the second time TakeOver's been in Texas, so they're familiar with these guys, and NXT would travel in that area all the time down south. So, you know, whatever. How did you feel about that match, Sam?
Carmella.
Carmella.
So I got the word wrong.
What? Carmella?
I was reading an article about Carmella, which I want to talk about later.
Okay.
Asuka and Dana.
Yes, that's where we're at.
Because I knew Asuka was going to win. Dana was going to get her ass handed to her, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like she always sells Asuka spinning back kick really well. Don't you think, Nick?
I was going to say,
really well. There's no denying.
What?
No, I'm just bored of it. May?
Yeah, you realize this fucking Skype is doing shows today. But what were you gonna say, Nick?
I said I'm bored of Asuka.
You're bored of her?
Of Asuka, yeah.
Oh, why?
It always happened.
Yeah, you never.
It's so boring watching her win all the time, and there's no one that can come close. It's just frustrating.
I love it.
I'm not here for another Goldberg of the 90s.
Well, Sam, like Nick just said, nobody's ready for Asuka. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
I get that, and I'm okay with it, but, you know.
What's wrong with having
I really love when Asuka in her matches lately, like, she gets real pissed off and she'll just start screaming Japanese at the girls.
So, Sam, let me ask you this. Are you sick of Brock Lesnar?
No.
Then why? What's so wrong with having a woman that wins a lot? Like, Brock always wins.
Because Brock Lesnar doesn't appear all the time.
Asuka doesn't appear all the time.
I just can't connect with Asuka because I don't know if she's supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy.
Ah, so you don't like that in-between cockiness?
No, I hate the whole tweener phase. I hate when they did it with Foxy for a while.
What? Foxy was just a fucking mess. Yeah.
No, before she was crazy. Like, I think it is back when it was like Kelly was there.
No, she was just a filler. She was
they had no
momentum back. They just put her wherever they can put her. Like, oh, today she'll be a heel because we need one. Oh, today she'll be a babyface because we need one. Like, oh.
I just don't like Asuka. Okay, that's the end of this.
Okay, let's keep it really gully. Like, just say it like you mean it, bitch. Just say it.
I do not like Asuka there.
All right, hater. Anyways,
bitch.
That is
Somebody's feisty today. Lord have mercy.
Actually, Sam is in a good mood today. I will contest.
Yeah. I'm in a great mood, actually. I passed my driving theory test and booked my driving practical test, so I'm in a great mood.
Oh, good for you.
Now he's going to be speeding for that D.
Yeah.
He's going to be jumping in that car.
Driving down them roads.
To ride on something else.
I've actually had, like, a really strange, like, boy story I can tell you, like, when we finish the show about this creepy boy that I was dating.
I love boy stories.
He's a freak.
Good.
Actual psycho.
You are going to tell me. I'm going to go get some wine, and you're going to tell me about it because I need it, bitch.
Okay.
I can't. But you know what? Since we're talking about Asuka and how she was the sole survivor in Survivor Series, I was kind of annoyed that she wasn't in that Fatal 4-Way match because I was like, How is she going to become the sole survivor? And then on Monday Night Raw, you guys are going to fucking stop her momentum and have her wrestle Dana Brooke, who's just going to have a talking box segment. Like, that's why I was like, this is how WWE always books themselves up their own ass. It's so fucking stupid. And now, like, they're bringing in all these girls, and we're like, oh, my God, now we got Nia, we got this one, we got all these girls who are, like, booked into a block where they don't even know how they're going to figure out what they're going to do with Nia in the fucking Survivor Series matches, so it's just so predictable.
Why Nia wasn't in that 4-way.
Because they fucked themselves up. Because they should have had Nia be champion.
Wasn't even in the match, was in it.
Nia should be the fucking champion on Raw right now. And she should have had that match with Charlotte in Survivor Series. But they decided to go with Alexa Bliss, and now everything else is all fucked up. Because Nia and Asuka is the match that you want. Like, that's who Asuka should be building up for, because if you want Nia to be strong and you want Asuka to be strong too, but you're gonna put the championship on somebody else. No, you put the championship on somebody who you want to be the strongest, which is Nia at this point, and you have Asuka prove herself to that point. So I just don't get their logic sometimes. Well, all the times, bitch. Let's keep it real. But
let's be honest.
I liked how Alexa comes out and, you know, she starts addressing the crowd and talking her fucking shit and saying that she really hates when people make that tweet her and saying that sometimes she's coming up a little short or whatever. She said that she hates that line or whatever. Like, it was another good Alexa promo. You know, Alexa always does a good job on the mic. And I liked her look this week. I felt like she looked like a heel. She looked like a champion. I liked that she was wearing her merch and tight pants and her wedges, like, cute. I was like, yes, girl, good. You look great. Always wear your merch, Alexa. Because Maurice will tell you, girl, and she already did. But,
Maurice will dress you like a fucking doll and tell you look great.
I love Maurice.
She's fucking awful.
She looked terrible. She looked so uncomfortable.
She looked like a little doll. Like, she looked like
Maya's like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
Maurice is a fucking mess, but I could see where Maurice was coming from. Like,
girl, don't even get me started on Maurice with her this past week fucking buying a fucking mattress for Big Cass and getting a taco truck and all this nonsense.
I'm so pissed that Maurice has cut all her hair off.
She didn't cut it off, bitch. She took out her extensions.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It pissed me off.
Why? She looks like a mom. She looks a little. She looks older.
Why I don't like it.
She's maternal.
You put her in Asuka's street clothes.
Leave her alone. You trying? I can't stand you. Well, anyways.
That's terrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Poor thing. Sorry. Bitch, you better watch out before Asuka comes over here and fucking slaps you, then cusses you out in Japanese.
Fucking spin kick you, bitch.
So Mickie James interrupts Alexa, and then Sasha.
I must have been overjoyed with that, James.
I wasn't, because, you know, when she first came out, and she's trying so hard to get that biscuit butt, like, WWE wants us to call Alexa Bliss biscuit butt so bad, and I was like this, but they're over here showing us things about this girl having issues with her body, and how she had a past with an eating disorder, and yet you guys want us to chant biscuit butt to her. Like, WWE, get your motherfucking life. Like, I swear they booked themselves up their own motherfucking asses. It doesn't make any sense to me. I was like, leave that girl's biscuit butt alone. Like, when Mickie James said it once, let it be. It was cute. It was funny. But now they want it to be a chant or something. Like, I don't get it.
Biscuit butt.
Like, really? Like, no. I'm not here for biscuit butt. And then Sasha comes following out, and then my eyes rolled back like The Undertaker. And then Bayley comes out, and I was in the coffin. And then Alicia Fox came out, and I was like, all right, bury me. Because at this point, I was over it. I was like, where the fuck is Nia? And I was like, I'm tired of these girls, but whatever. So we go on with the match. The match starts going. This, that, and the third. And it's going, you know, it's a good match. Like, I'm not shading these girls, like, wrestling abilities. It was just good. I'm just so tired of the story. And then I'm just sitting there, I'm watching it with a look on my face, real stank. And then Paige's fucking theme song hit. And I'm like, yes, bitch. I was like, they really trolled me. I was like, yo, WWE really wanted to piss me off real quick and then make me happy again. And then, Paige comes out. She gets on the microphone. The crowd was lit for Paige. They lit up like a tree. She looked great. She looked confident.
Did you see the picture of Brad Maddox that got edited with her?
No. Oh, I don't even want to see it. Like, people need to leave this girl alone because I give her so.
I laughed. I thought it was a little bit funny.
Sam, if your sex tape leaked like that and you were caught doing all that stuff and then you got into a shitty ass relationship and all this nonsense, everybody was talking about you, everybody had an opinion, would you face everybody?
No, I don't mean like that.
Would you have the courage?
You know when she said, but I didn't come alone?
Yeah.
And it was a picture of Brad Maddox underneath it says, no, but I did come on the title.
That's terrible.
That's awful. That is awful. Sam, that is terrible.
You know what, Sam? You're like those fans online that fucking go in on that and they'll still make these jokes to this poor fucking girl. And it's like, oh, Lord have mercy.
Bitch, do not even call me one of those. You went out fucking shopping instead of doing a show.
Maybe don't talk like one level.
Or maybe do a show once in a while and maybe I won't have to.
Ladies.
Honey, alright, I won't get into it, but let's just count on how many shows I've been on compared to you.
Okay.
Ladies.
Let's start yours. One.
Let's start it all.
The new show now, babe.
Who did majority of the hosting back in TPP?
That was in the old days, we are.
Honestly,
some of us work full time.
Girls, are we calm now, girls?
I'm sorry, I'm in a. Never mind. Let's get going.
All right.
Don't get me heated.
All right, everybody. All right, let's.
I just got off the medication 2 weeks ago. You don't want to try me.
All right, everybody, put your drinks down and just take a breather. Okay. Are we all good?
I'm fine.
Okay. So, damn, I lost my place. So, Paige is Steve's song. Look, bitch, you see what happened? You start talking about Paige, chaos. Look, it's fine. Look, girl, Paige is just dynamite. But I give this girl all my respect for coming back out and facing all her critics, everybody who's doubted her. I even thought it was done for Paige at one point. I was like, girl, that's it. Wrap it up. It's done. And look at her. Come back like that. She gets on the mic. The crowd embraces her. They're really happy she's there. It was just a good moment. And I'm happy for her. I'm really, really happy for Paige. She's one brave, tough-ass bitch.
She looked happy. She looked healthy.
She definitely looked healthy.
She looked really healthy. It was great.
She looked beautiful, and she did well on the mic.
She looked a little thicker, too. Is that just me? Like good thick. Like, she looked like she gained some nice muscle, a little weight.
Yeah. She looks like she's on her... She's gotten back on track. She had a tough point. And, Paige is young. She started this business when she was, a baby, she's growing pains, bitch, It is what it is. We get to deal with our issues privately, Paige does it on the public eye, and then she's on the road and she's on TV. I know you guys are like, that's her decision, da-da-da-da-da. But, shit's gonna happen. Sometimes you gotta forgive people. One of the listeners tried to shade me that I shade Naomi, but I love Zara's racist ass. And I'm like, listen, bitch, just because I've forgiven her doesn't mean you have to, okay? So for the people who don't forgive Paige, the people who are still giving her shit, fuck you. Let the other people who enjoy her, and let us embrace her. I'm here for fucking Paige. So shout out to her. But she didn't come alone, bitch. She brought some friends like I did this week. But my friends want to rip each other's hair out, bitch.
I love Sam. I love Sam.
Yeah, I like Nick.
Look at this fake ass shit we are gonna get.
This shady fucking bitch.
Girl.
Pissed in your cornflakes, Lord.
It's oof.
God, I love Nick.
Okay, well I love you both. So Sonya Deville.
Our girl.
I love this girl. and Mandy Rose. I love this girl as well. They both just show.
A couple of years ago.
Well, bitch, we had our little squirrel, and it is what it is. And I said what I had. I said what I said, and what I said is what I said. And it is what it is, because she was being a me. Anyway, who cares? That was years ago. But, now she's doing amazing. You know, she's on the main roster. She's doing a great job. So shout out to Mandy and Sonya. I thought it was a nice, fresh, random call-up. And I was like, this is what we needed. It wasn't predictable. It wasn't something that we saw coming. The only thing is, I'm not crazy about the faction thing on Raw. I'm like, I'm not here for it. I was like, I feel like it would have been great to have Paige return and then have Sonya and Mandy attack Paige. You know what I mean? That's what I would have preferred. But Sam, what are your thoughts?
No, yeah, I suppose if you word it like that, I'm okay for it. But I don't know. I obviously we don't know how Mandy and Sonya are doing, like, you know, in the Performance Center, or because they're not really on NXT TV too much.
They do really well.
But that's something I feel like it's, you know, when they brought Braun Strowman up without putting him on NXT TV and he flourished. Maybe they're trying again with these two. I don't know. But I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I just don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm along for the ride.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
Nick, are you along for the ride for this one, or are you trying to get off?
Oh no, bitch! I'm on the ride. I'm excited. Well, you know, like Daria's our girl, right? So it's like really exciting. And shout out to her being the first openly lesbian on the main roster ever in WWE. That's huge. So like, it's really exciting to see these girls, because we've seen where they started. We had our little kiki relationships with them online leading into WWE. So it's really kind of cool to see their success. And I do know that Mandy hasn't been showcased on like TV, but she does all of the live events. Apparently she gets a lot of really good reviews. Her and Sonya like tag team together a lot, so I imagine they must have good chemistry together. So hence maybe why they were brought up. It was really random, but it was exciting. And like James, you said earlier, like you were over just the same stale ass kind of division that they've been portraying to us. So just to kind of see these two randoms come up with Paige and like have that weird tough enough allegiance type thing, it's interesting. But I do agree that this like kind of stable is going to get old real quick.
Yeah,
Sarah Lee is kicking herself right now.
Who's that?
New phone, who dis?
But Mandy and Sonya, like I like them both individually, so it'll be I guess I'm interested to see them work together, but I just found it a bit random with the whole Paige thing, but I'm really excited for them to be called up to the main roster, because I do like these two girls, and I feel like out of Tough Enough, like they were the two girls that really stood out in Tough Enough, along with Gigi, but she just faded into the abyss, so who knows what happened to her. Yeah. But I'm excited.
Chelsea as well.
Chelsea as well. Look at her. And I'm excited for them. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. And I know that they're really high on Mandy, because for a long time I started wondering, like, okay, they had her do a nice showing on NXT and she was very impressive. Like, everybody was like, damn, I didn't know this girl can go like that. And she has great looks. She, you know, Trish Stratus already co-signed her. Check. Trish Stratus is like, we're from the same background. This girl's in wrestling now. You know what I mean? Like, Trish Stratus, check. And Mandy, she has good stage presence. And
they give her a 5-year contract. That's a long contract for a woman.
They see something in her.
Yeah.
And that's why
it's exciting to see what's gonna go forward with her.
And you know, they kind of booked her properly, because they have a big future for her. And they were like, you know, we're gonna keep her on the low right now. We got everybody we need right now on TV making money and all this bullshit. They had that Eva Marie stint. I'm just gonna leave it over there. But you know, now they have Mandy, and I feel like now that they bring her up to the main roster, once she breaks off this stable, I really feel like she's gonna flourish. I really believe that, and it's gonna be great to see her do that on the main roster, and that we didn't get to see her on NXT. So it's cool. I like it.
I'm looking forward to it.
And Sonya is the shit. I love her ring style. I love her in the ring, and I like her trash talking.
And square up.
Yeah, look at her already coming up with her catchphrases and shit like that.
She has her own catchphrases. She's super intense in that ring too. Yeah. So it'll be kind of a night. comparison to the other women, right? So I was gonna call them divas, but you know what I mean. Like she's got such a different look. Her hair's all braided, pulled up. So.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be nice to have that MMA style on the main roster because I know that fucking Shayna will be down in NXT soon. So it would have been kind of weird to have two similar style kind of wrestlers in there.
I'm just glad that. Yeah, I'm glad that they did that. They sent her right up to the main roster like that. So. That's dope. That's dope. They're the first NXT people. I mean, the tough enough people to make it onto the main roster since that show. So, and they don't need to bring that show back. And if they bring it back, put it on the WWE network and do it the fuck right. But Alexa Bliss was backstage and she ran into this new group of girls. I don't know what to call them. I don't know what they're. They better not get a name because I'm just over the damn names.
Oh, bitch, if they're getting a name.
Josh was tweeting me PMS, Paige, Mandy, and Sonya.
Oh my
God. I was like, bitch, it is the PG era. Get your life. I was like, you want another sorority sisters? Remember that one, girl. Ooh. But you know, they ran into Miss Bliss, and Alexa Bliss was kind of co-signing on the beatdown that they gave the girls in the ring. And she's trying to, like, introduce herself, and Mandy and them were just, like, staring her down. I really loved how Mandy was just, like, staring a fucking hole into Alexa Bliss's forehead. And somebody took a little, like, what was it, like a screen grab? They took like a little screen grab and they put Walmart Chanel. No, they put like it was Walmart Goddess, and on the other side it was Chanel Goddess. I thought that was funny because Mandy looked like all golden with her hair, and then Alexa Bliss with her pink dye. I was like, they really tried it. So I'm excited to see her and Alexa Bliss start going at it. I think that this is going to be that chance where Alexa Bliss can start transitioning into a baby face. And I think that they're going to go with it now that they brought Paige back as a fucking heel, which I think is a big mistake. We can get into that if you guys want to, but I just feel like it's a big mistake. But overall, I loved how they attacked Alexa Bliss backstage, and they threw her into that stack of crates, and it all came tumbling down. They really gave Alexa Bliss a beat down. It was good. It was fun to watch them jump her. It looked really good. What did you think about that segment, Nick?
Yeah, I love beatdowns backstage, so it was nice to kind of see it. And they beat the fuck out of the sport girl. I liked how she was like, "Nice to meet you," and like Mandy's and all of them just fucking staring her down. She's like, "Nice to meet you," and they just beat the hell out of her. So it was kind of nice to kind of see the tension and kind of storyline building in with not just all the women that they beat in the ring, but then also the champion as well. So it's like, if they're going to get all these women in here, might as well have kind of separate stories going forward with everybody. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, that's about it.
Sam, are you upset that Paige is a heel or a babyface, or do you not care?
I don't care. I'm just glad Paige is back.
What do you prefer
I'm
her?
impartial. Yeah, I feel like.
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, I prefer her as a heel, to be honest.
Really?
She's a great face, but yeah, but as a heel, I remember back when she first got signed as the anti-diva, I always wanted her to be just this heel. I loved how she was super aggressive, beating the shit out of Audrey Marie. Like, that kind of Paige was what really drew me towards her. So I always preferred her as a heel. She's better on the mic as a heel. Sometimes I think she's, like, a little too, like, adolescent when it comes to her being a face. Like, with the whole, like, tongue sticking out and just all of these little, I don't know, just her little quirks and stuff. They're cute here and there, but overall, like, I like to see a more serious Paige when it comes to the ring and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of happy she's a heel.
I feel like the fans,
I honestly have no preference.
I just feel like she's so loved that it's going to be hard to portray her as a heel. Fans love her.
Yeah.
Like, when she did it,
They wanted her for so long.
They want Paige as a heel so bad, but people just love this girl, so it's gonna be tough. But it is what it is. So that was good. It was nice. It was like, finally we get, like, I feel like air was just pumped into Monday Night Raw's chest. Like, now they're finally, like, breathing again. Like, it was just so fresh, and I'm excited for Monday Night Raw, and I can't wait to see what's gonna become of these girls. And shout out to Paige.
Quick, sorry to cut you off. Quick side note, though, I loved when they chased off Alicia Fox and she screamed and ran up the
Yeah, that was... I can't with Foxy. They'll get her next week. And Nia. Nia wants to meet them. She's been tweeting. Nia's dying to meet you girls. I can't wait for that. But it would be cool to watch them attack Nia. Because that would be dope. Because you know Nia ain't going down without a fight, bitch.
Nope.
So, we shall see. All right. So let's jump into SmackDown. We have a segment backstage with now everybody's anticipating the SmackDown getting girls now because like there was rumors, Liv was around, Ruby was around, the Iconic Duo, people like was just throwing names out, blah blah blah, whatever, this, that, and the third. But we get to SmackDown, so I was super excited to watch SmackDown, but I was like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because what if nobody shows up? You know, WWE, they stay fucking things up. They're not going to treat us that good. Like, last week was cute. Last night was cute. Let's see what they're going to do with this week. With tonight on SmackDown. But, whatever. So we go into it. Naomi sitting backstage, and she's talking about how she can't believe they lost at Survivor Series. But shout out to Charlotte for whooping on fucking Alexa Bliss, and that tonight she's gonna beat Natty, this, that, and the third, and Ruby just pops in out of nowhere, and Naomi's like, Ruby, Riot? She's like, what the hell are you doing here? And I thought it was great, like, Naomi was, like, really good, and fucking Ruby was just on point. Like, Ruby is a great talker. She has a great look, great gimmick, like, and she just transitioned into a heel like that for me. And I was like, this is why I fuck with Ruby Riott. And I live for her. And then she's like, oh, yep, that's me. And then she tells Naomi that she don't got to get up. Naomi's like, nah, I'm good. Naomi got up. Like, girl, Naomi knew what was going down. So I like that Naomi didn't sit down and looking stupid. And I like that her character got up. And then
she was cautious of them.
Yeah, very cautious. And, Liv pops up. She introduces us to Liv. And I'm like, oh my God, Liv as a heel, bitch. That's when I was like, oh, this is great. And then Sarah Logan popped out. And I was like, oh, I should have seen that fucking coming. Because Road Dogg has been wanting her on SmackDown for so damn long. For now, like, we should have known she was coming. You know what I mean?
I had no clue.
Yeah, but
no fucking clue with her.
I had no clue. So all of a sudden, they just jump on Naomi. They just start jumping on her, and I thought it was really good. Like, the girls were really swinging on her. Liv was talking a lot of shit, telling her that the glow is out. The glow is out. I was like, yes,
no
Liv.
Glow.
No glow.
Jersey accent.
I love it. So I was like, yes, Liv, get your fucking life. And fucking Becky Lynch pops out of nowhere, like, coming for Becky Lynch. Now I see why they casted her for the Marine 6, which needs to be discontinued. Like, this is... Yes, Becky Lynch is going to be...
That's the first thing.
Well, guys, here's the tea. Because the segment...
Exclusive.
Exclusive. So, fucking Naomi's taking a beating, and Becky Lynch jumps in, and she starts fighting like an action star. She's ducking, she's kicking. Like, you know how I told you guys that I live for Becky Lynch's little fight scenes, because Becky Lynch takes me into a movie, because she is a stunt devil. She's done all that stuff as a stunt woman, so she knows what she's fucking doing. And I was like, about time WWE casted her into a movie. So, the reason why she was the one that was put in between the door and had the door slammed into her stomach was to write her off television. That beating was so bad that it took Becky off TV. So it was a smart way for them to do it. So Becky Lynch is going, like, Miz dropped the title on Monday Night Raw as well, and the Shield put him through a table to write him off of TV as well. So that's what they're doing. So the Miz and Becky are going to be filming the Marine 6. So I'm excited for Becky Lynch. And I have yet to watch a fucking Marine. I feel like I'm probably not even going to watch the Marine 6. Like, let's keep it real. But
I think I only watched the first one with John Cena.
But anyways.
Yeah, I think I have as well.
What did you guys think about the background beatdown, Sam? Did you think it was better than Raw's beatdown? Because I kind of liked how they started off in the back and worked their way out, which we'll get into.
Yeah, I think it worked better because they kind of came straight out with the whole, hi, we are really nice people, and thanks for accepting us to SmackDown, and we just want to say, bam, we're going to beat the shit out of you.
That's fucking... How did you feel about Liv?
Oh, yes! Yes! I'm so happy she's finally, like, doing something.
Are you okay with her being a heel?
Happy. Pardon?
Are you alright with her being a heel?
I'm looking forward to see how it's going to go, because I have, in the past, very openly said I don't think certain superstars would work as a heel or a face, like the other way around. And Alexa Bliss is the prime example for this. Proved me completely wrong.
I don't know how you didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean, and it's my own fault. So I'm really looking forward to seeing a heel live.
Me too. Nick, what were your thoughts?
See how it goes.
With how the girls debuted on SmackDown?
Well, I didn't see, in my mind, I thought it was going to be the Iconic Duo. Because after I seen the Sonya and Mandy debut on Raw, I was like, all right, I feel like they're building to the Women's Rumble. So they're like trying to get as many girls as possible on the main roster now. So I was thinking, okay, well, the Iconic Duo will be there, and then the Bellas will be back eventually. But when I seen Ruby, like, I didn't see any of these girls or really expect them, because after NXT and after Ember won the title, I was pretty certain it was gonna, like, the four main girls would be the Iconic Duo, Ruby and Ember, and then have Liv get brought up. But like, I didn't really get to see any of that happen. But so when I seen all of them, I was really excited. But I knew the beatdown was happening. But I really preferred this beatdown more so, because it was a little bit more aggressive. Especially, like, I like how Liv threw the table of makeup all over Becky. And I really enjoyed when they just shoved her in the door and were just brutalizing her. Like, I was at work and I was watching it with my clients, and some of my clients don't watch wrestling, and they were like, oh God, they're like, what are you watching? And I'm like, oh, I was just wrestling. They're like, these are women's wrestlers? And I'm like, yeah, like, they're older clients. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, they fight just like the men. Like, they were so blown away by these, like, tiny little women beating the fuck out of each other. Which is really cool from, like, a wrestling standpoint, a wrestling fan standpoint. It's nice to kind of see the women finally get the recognition compared to, like, back in the day when your friend would walk by and you're like, oh, yeah, this is the women. There's a bra and panties match or a lingerie pillow fight, you know? So
Definitely.
It's exciting. And I find it quite fun how Ruby Riott gets brought up on the same day that the DLC... Mm-hmm. With her involving her gets brought out as well, which is quite nice.
That was pretty cool. I think that was just coincidence. Yet? No, I have yet to.
I am downloading her as we speak.
So, you know, we go on into the night. So now I'm like, oh, they're definitely gonna pop up into the ring later tonight. But we get a backstage interview with Natalya, and Natty's doing great on the mic. Nick. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
What? What?
Oh my God.
What?
Okay, Sam, are you with me with Natty?
No, bitch. What? You need tag yourself, bitch. Come in the ring. What?
I tripped off the apron. I tripped right off the apron.
Go.
It is okay. No, I'll battle you. I'll super kick you right in the face, bitch. Because at the same time, I tell you this every single fucking time I'm on the show. When Natty's on the mic, it's complete disconnect. She's like, there's certain moments that it's really good, and then she stops, and then you can see her thinking of her next line.
I don't see it.
Cookie cutter. It's too, like, she's remembering. It's all acted out too hard and too.
She's
forced.
Conservative. That's her demeanor is.
Bitch, I live. Oh,
what?
Lordy.
I don't get it. I just don't.
It's just my thing. It's just, you always come at me for this, and it's just Natty. I love it.
Yes, I feel like not everybody gotta be. Girl. Not everybody gotta be so cunning and sharp and shady like Summer Rae. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for the girl to stop fucking pausing in between each of her lines when she's going through a promo.
She does not do that.
And
like
snapping her head back and forth. Yes, she does.
Natty,
and I will talk to all of the listeners. And most of them agree with me.
I don't give a fuck, because most of the listeners are just biased, and you love your fave, and Natty's not.
I love Natty. I love Natty, but I'm hard on her like you're hard on Naomi because I know she could do a lot fucking better. Because we see this bitch talking on Total Divas all the fucking time, and I love Natty on Total Divas. But when it comes to on WWE TV, when it comes to her character, it's not connected.
I don't connect with you when you say that. Like, I just don't get it because I feel like it's so good for her character the way that she speaks. If you get what I'm saying. Because she's very conservative. She's a tight ass. And she's all like, it's like, Natty, get that broom out of your ass. You know what I mean? And I live for that character.
I totally get that, and I love that character too, and I see the patterns in that with her character, but it's not coming through with me through. I think you're like, honestly, I think you're just like passing it over and blaming or just giving it up and being like, oh, well, no, it's just her character. Don't worry about it. That she's shit on. Like,
but like, Nick, that's not how she is in person. Nuh-uh, that's not how she is in person, because on Total Divas, Natty's hilarious. Like, she always makes me laugh on Total Divas. She's my favorite character on the damn show. But I feel like her character is completely different. Her character is petty. Her character is conservative. I love how she closes her eyes and wobbles her head when she talks. Natty is so highfalutin. She thinks she's fancy, but she is not. She's just the cat lady.
And you know what? If it works for you, boo, it works for you, and I'm glad. It just
I don't know. I just get the jealous woman vibe. To me, Natty,
but I won't watch the review. Sorry.
Natty's character gives me the jealous mistress, the way that she talks, you know what I mean? Like, she's just so jealous of the wife, which is the champion, and she's like, I'm gonna take that belt away from her, and I'm gonna be the champion forever.
The content of her promo is great. Everything she says is great. Her delivery is my issue.
Yeah, her delivery is like an old lady, and I live for it. She gives you old lady tea. Like, I'm here for it. Maybe just because I enjoy.
So many old ladies that know how to talk properly.
No, you're trying it, bitch. Because Natty does a good job, Nick. I just feel like, it is what it is. It's okay. You're entitled to it. But I just don't. I thought you would have liked that promo by her because I enjoyed it, but. It's all right. It's fine.
It's okay. You know what? I love Natty, and I just want. I
know you do.
I'm hard on her because I know she do better.
She's Canadian, and you really want her to do well. You know, she's from your country, and, like, you know, you respect her. I do notice that. Like, I know that you're not shitting on her. It's just that you and Natty don't connect, and I just thought that this promo, you were going to be like, oh, I love it. It was good. It was good. But girl, you shit all over it. You farted out on that one. You were like, no.
I pulled that 2010 Natty gimmick back up because it just wasn't for me. Sorry.
It is what it is. So Natty had a match with Charlotte. Good back and forth. I thought the match was great. And
that was for me, but they always have great matches.
Yeah, they definitely do. They work really well. And all of a sudden, there was like commotion in the crowd, and the girls come running in. Here comes Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan. They come jumping over the barricades. They start.
No, they didn't. Ruby Riott.
Oh God, I was just gonna ignore that.
I can do this. I can roll. No, you can't.
I was like, damn, girl. I don't know. It was her first time doing it, apparently.
It's not happened to me.
Girl. I mean, it's live. Shit happens live. But, you know, they came over. Liv Morgan did that shit smooth, yo. You know, Liv Morgan was used to jumping fences back in Jersey, girl. I was like, yes, I love how Liv Morgan.
Stop.
What?
Stop being mean about my Liv.
Excuse me?
Don't be mean about Liv.
What am I being mean about? Jumping fences, bitch. You didn't jump fences as a kid. Liv Morgan grew up in the hood, bitch. Just because she was a white girl doesn't mean that she lived in the suburbs and all that bullshit. She came from the hood. Okay? Don't
busy eating pizza.
Leave her alone, because I can't. I'm from the hood too, and I jumped a couple of fences in my childhood too. Because you be throwing rocks in a motherfucker's house, and you be like, all right, let's run. Or you go TP somebody's house. Come on, kids from the hood. Get it together. And Liv Morgan comes from that.
I'm a good Christian boy. I don't do things like that.
Girl, bye. But, you know, they came in. They started wreak havoc on fucking Natty. They beat Natty good. And I was like, yes. And I thought they looked really sexy, especially when they started stalking Charlotte. Because at first I was like, damn, are they going to get Charlotte? And Liv was, like, licking her top lip. And I was looking at her. And I
had that as a gift, say.
Kid, you know when she looked like such a fucking heel? And I was like, yo, there's so much they can do with you. They can rewash this whole yo gimmick and give you something else, bitch, because she was giving me another vibe. And I was like, honestly, Liv could easily be a valet for Aleister Black. You know what I mean? Just think, don't go crazy now. I feel like she can do it.
I'm liking where this is going. It's okay.
Yeah, like just erase what she's doing right now. I feel like she, if it came to that point, she could literally jump from one gimmick to another gimmick easily. Because the way that she transitioned like that with just that look on her face, I caught a vibe off of her that I was like, oh, this bitch is not playing no games in this ring. She looked like a snake. Like she looked very evil, and I like that. I like that she gave. Alexa Bliss has that adorably evil charm to her, same that AJ Lee had as well. I feel like Liv Morgan has her own flair to it, and it works for her. So I like that segment. I loved how they all crawled into the ring at once, and Charlotte was fighting back. It was like, take down the queen, but the queen was fighting back. It was real Game of Thrones, because they really worked. I liked how they worked their way to the champion. I thought that was great, and SmackDown just did a better story showcasing these girls. I felt like I loved how they all gave their signature to the one girl instead of on Raw they each gave it to one girl or whatever. I like that Charlotte suffered all their finishers, and I love Liv Morgan's jumping knee, and that girl can jump. That girl went up high. I was like, yes, this is nice. So shout out to them. I'm excited. But what did you think about this whole segment, Nick?
Yeah, I thought the same. Well, I expected it, like you said, after the beatdown on Naomi and Becky. I was like, well, the women's championship match. I didn't know if they were going to do it after or if they were going to interrupt it, because I didn't know if this was like the finale of Natty and Charlotte. But it seems like Natty will get her like justified rematch at some point. But who knows? Maybe they'll have to like team together, because I thought it was going to be like Naomi, Becky, and Charlotte versus these girls. But if Becky's out, they need another girl in there. So. And
Carmella.
Natty, so
it's going to be Carmella.
It's going to be Carmella. Because Liv and Carmella have been all over each other on Twitter. The shade between Carmella even called her out for looking like her. Like, you need to stop talking to my. Yeah,
Liv used to have Carmella blocked.
Yeah, and they were talking about how they blocked each other. I was just like, bring this on TV now. If I was a WWE producer, you know what I would do to these women? Like the ones that spark like good shit like that, where we're all like, ooh, and everybody was in their threads throwing the tea. People were sipping tea on their threads. WWE should give them a little bonus for drawing stuff like that and put that on TV. Tell them, okay, but save some for TV. Like, I want Liv to come and beat the shit out of Carmella next week. That's who her target should be. And it should all be off who threw shade on social media. They can turn this into a social media thing. Because right now it just seems really random why they're up there. And I love how Daniel Bryan was backstage and Dasha, every 5 seconds, she's like, what is going on? I was like, can somebody tell Dasha what the fuck is going on? Because the girl is lost, and I'm lost too. I'm running around with her with my magnifying glasses, looking like fucking LaToya Jackson, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And Dasha's trying to do the same thing. She looks amazing. I love her. She's just a beautiful woman. And I loved how Daniel Bryan was just like, no comment, with a little grin. I was like, this motherfucker.
I was like, what the fuck, Daniel?
I was like, what the fuck? Nobody's telling us anything. But I just, overall, I'm excited that all these girls got called up. I think that overall WWE did a good job with who they picked because it was fresh, it was different, it's what the division needed, and these girls are young, these girls are rookies, and you know, it's good, you know, besides Paige and fucking Ruby and Sarah. They've been doing this for a while, but it's good that they're giving these rubs on these young girls, and you know, these girls are young too, they're new in their career in WWE, so it's fresh, and they're lesser known, and I love that they went that route. I live that they went that route, so I'm here for it. And then the whole iconic duo thing, like Nick, you were thinking the iconic duo was going to be the ones on SmackDown. I am so glad that it wasn't them. I'm so glad.
They're clearly holding off for them in the Bellas.
Yes, and that's who the iconic duo deserves to debut on. The Bellas are the biggest women in WWE. Hate on it. Who cares? We speak facts here.
I won't hate on it.
No, not you guys, because, you know, the listeners, they always like to come at me and try and say that I think I know everything, blah, 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 blah. But it is what it is. The Bellas are the biggest deals. Like, it is what it is. The iconic duo is, like, it's good. That's their place. That's their position that WWE is trying to condition them for. And who do they got to take down for that spot? The fucking Bella Twins. Like, that's going to be fucking amazing because they will always be compared. The Bella Twins and the Iconic Duo once the Bella Twins are set. So I think before the Bella Twins actually hang up their boots, their next run, which they're getting ready for, should be with the Iconic Duo. Now, I don't know who I want to show up first, but all I know is that WWE, especially from this call-up and how they did it, they are definitely holding off the Iconic Duo for the Bella Twins because it was perfect timing to bring them up. It was perfect timing to bring them up. So there has to be a reason. Like, there was a reason to hold Mandy back for so long because they had main roster plans for her. So, you know, who's that gorgeous blonde that looks like Trish? You know, they're not going to just give that away to fucking NXT. Now I see what they were doing. So, it is what it is.
It's good.
It's good. It's really good. I can't wait. I can't wait to dig more into this. And when we get down the line in the future and see the Bellas come back and the Iconic Duo start twisting it up. Who knows? Maybe we could get that for SummerSlam next year. Like, that would be fucking dope. The Iconic Duo debuting for a SummerSlam match against the Bella Twins. That sounds like a good spot on the card. Yeah. But speaking
I like that. I heard rumors for like Mania. A lot of people want that for WrestleMania. But now, because all these new girls are up, I don't know if that's too soon.
I think it is. I think that the Bellas should come back, right? This is my plan real quick. The Bellas should come back, do the little thing on and off, you know, whatever. Take some time and then come back again. And as their second little comeback, like maybe after Mania, take a couple little months off. And right before they stop building up for SummerSlam again, have the Iconic Duo pop up in the summertime. That's what I would do. I feel like they should stick in NXT. Maybe put the belt on Peyton or Billy. I think Billy is going to have a match with, what's her face?
With Ember.
Ember at the next TakeOver that's coming up. So I think it's going to be Billy's chance. So I think they're going to put the belt on one of them soon on NXT. So that's just what I think. I'm so glad they didn't waste it. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm super excited for all of this.
What I would like to see with that, like, if they're going to do the Rumble, like, my original idea was to have, like, Nikki return before the Rumble, like, on a SmackDown, and, like, have the Iconic Duo attack her, just kind of beat on her, and then, like, during the Women's Rumble itself, both those girls are in there beating on Nikki, and then Brie returns as one of, like, the surprise entries. And
that would be cool.
Makes the save.
That would be cool.
And then they kind of, like, build it to Mania and have the tag team match.
Yeah. It would be dope. It would be dope. Like, they could beat her. Like,
either way, though, it'd be pretty awesome to see both those duos kind of go at it. So it'd be nice.
And they could easily stretch it to WrestleMania because you know how Brie and Nikki want to come back part-time, that they can have the Iconic Duo beat them up so bad that they had to be taken off. You know what I mean? Like, damn, these girls are really that nasty to do that to the Bella Twins. And then the Bella Twins can pop up again to get at them, to get ready
and then
for the match.
Then that puts a huge momentum on the Iconic
for the match.
Duo. They're the bitch
that put out the Bella Twins.
Yeah, put out the Bella Twins.
And they can talk about it, say that we knocked out the Bella Twins, blah, blah, blah. It was cake, and then the Bella, you can look, but you can't touch, bitch. And then here we go again, WrestleMania season. Let's get it cracking. So it'd be good. And Sam, we would be there, so that would be dope, but I don't know. I don't know. Yes! But speaking of the Bella Twins.
Best birthday ever.
Speaking of your birthday, happy birthday to the Bella Twins. They had their birthday last night, and Nikki Bella was partying it up, girl. She had that wine in, and she started dirty dancing with Artem, and people were like throwing all these shade about how dirty dancing she's dancing with Artem, and I was like, you guys are so fucking stupid to think that Nikki Bella. They was trying to say that Nikki Bella has something going on with Artem, and I'm like, look, I'm like, these are her fans, man, and I'm like, you guys are so fucking stupid to think that Nikki Bella would risk it all for Artem, who looks gay. Is he gay? I think he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay.
They all say,
he's not.
He's looking for a woman. Yeah, so I don't know.
No, I don't think he is gay.
I can't. And then I was like, look at them. And then another thing, like, you know when they had the Birdie B launch party, I thought it was so mean how the Bella Army attacked that poor Nicole from Wags. I love Nicole because Nicole took a picture with Kelly and the Bella Twins, and they were all upset that
he's not gay. Sorry,
he's not.
Nikki Bella don't want that.
He was dating the one.
Nikki Bella don't want that. Sam, you have a better chance. Like, please. Nikki Bella don't want that. But yeah, they were all like tagging and dragging and kind of bullying this girl, Nicole. And I was like, Nikki Bella talks all about women empowerment. She's trying to tell her fans, and this is what you guys are going to go do. You guys are going to just go drag some big model. Now, this girl ain't no shitty model. She's a big-time model who's over there supporting your girl. Nikki Bella needs people like that supporting her brand. And you guys are going to go and attack her? You guys are so fucking stupid. Just stupid. I'm sorry. I had to call out the Bella Army on that because that was just so mean. And this girl's really, really cute. Even though you guys shade Wags. But let me tell you, this season of Wags has been so good. Kelly is so weak. I am so over her this season, and she disappointing the fuck out of me. But this past episode, she kind of showed some light on why she's been acting this way. Because she's been very distant from her friends, and her husband are having issues. Because apparently, this is around the time of WrestleMania. So you know how WWE is flying her out to do all these things? Her husband was pissed. So I think that's why we never got the Kelly comeback. The shade. Yeah. So she was crying about it on Wags.
Aren't they divorced?
No, they're still married, girl.
I'm pretty sure I seen all of these reports of them filing for divorce like a couple months ago.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Sam,
double check. Right?
Sam, get on it. Samuel.
Sam, get on it.
Get on it.
What am I looking for?
If Kelly filed for divorce.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure she didn't, but who knows? I don't know. I haven't heard about it. And she hasn't posted any pictures with her and her husband.
You know what Twitter's like?
Who knows? But it was really interesting because they were talking shit about one of her friends.
Kelly is single after splitting with her husband. She says she is filing for divorce October 13th.
I knew it!
Oh,
Blonde Bombshell and former Divas champ is dating again following her split from NHL ice hockey player Sheldon Saray.
He was over it.
Already, bitch.
Oh my god, that show season 3 is gonna be lit. I'm telling you guys need to watch Wags. I'm telling you. Kelly is an interesting one. I think she is going to come back to WWE because she also said on Wags that she plans on doing a comeback. She wants to have another run. She said, I love it, I miss it, and I want to do it again. And her husband wasn't being supportive. So, hey, there you go. It was the rest. It's the WWE thing. It has to be. He's mad that she's thinking about going back. That's crazy. And Wags documented it. They do better than fucking Total Divas, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Total Divas, every conflict, Nick, because you don't watch it. Because Total Divas, every conflict is resolved in the same episode. On Wags, I don't like that. And on Wags, you get more of the conflict. Like, they really break it down for you. I know it's harder for the girls in WWE to film because they travel so much. But I feel like WWE needs to make them sign a contract where they stay in the same hotels. They stay in the same places. Like, the girls that are on the same roster, same brand, they got to stay in the same places when they travel so they can film. And they have to have a sit-down dinner scene. That's how you elongate a show and keep it going. And I feel like that's what Total Divas is missing. But who am I? Like, they've been 7 seasons long, so whatever, they're doing something right. But Wags is branching off. Like, they have all 3 cities now. Like, Brandy is gonna be in the Atlanta one, so don't cut them down.
So boring.
I don't.
I didn't know that Kelly dated Tess.
Are you kidding? You didn't know? Yeah, that was her first WWE boyfriend.
You dated him right before he passed away. I'm pretty.
Yeah, I just read that then. That was weird.
Yeah, and she talked about that on Wags, so just give it a chance before you guys shut it down. Like, you and the listeners, like, I suggest you guys give it a chance, because I support all the girls, even though you guys don't think I do, but I do. But anyway,
I may wait till season 3, but I can't get into it.
Yeah,
so
wait for
the original series of Wags, is that just called, like, Wags
LA
now or something?
Yeah, they changed it to LA because they became a franchise.
I know there's Atlanta.
They have Wags Atlanta, Wags LA, and Wags Miami. Yep.
Okay.
And now they're shopping a Wags New York. So they're franchising.
Can I just say something about
what?
The reason why I don't like this show and why I like Total Divas more is because aside from Kelly from that first season, I don't know if they switched it up now.
They definitely, there's new girls.
All of those women all of those women were just glorified trophy wives. Like, is that really, like, I don't know. I just don't like that representation. Like, the women, like, they're more than that. Like, Kelly had her career, all this and that, so it was nice to kind of watch her. But the rest of these, like, Instagram models, like, the girlfriends, just hoping and praying that they're going to be the wife, or, like, the random fucking monotone.
It's a culture.
It's just like
oh, she's gone. They got rid of her.
It's a mess, and I don't really want to support just women not wanting to elevate themselves. So that's why I like Total Divas. So like these bitches are like they work for the money instead of just being a wife to an athlete, and that's like your dream, you know. I just think there's so much more, you know.
But Kelly,
I just don't have time to take on a new show right now.
But Nick, you see how Kelly is more like she's a former wrestler and this, that, and the third, and she's still trying to work in it and stay in her career. She's not the only one like that on the show. You're judging these women. You don't even know most of them. That's what I'm telling you. Like, Kelly is not the only one that's active out there. Like Nicole, like what brought this conversation up is a big time model, and she's on this show, and she has like over 2 million followers on social media. Like she's a big model, and for people to attack her like that, who are in the Bella army, who support Nikki Bella, and so now she has Nikki Bella's fans attacking her, and she's just there supporting. And you know what I mean? That's what I'm just saying. Like, the wrestling fans are just fucking crazy. Yeah.
Well, you know what? And the thing is with the Bellas is, like, that whole Bella army are very young anyway. And they are very catty. They are very attackable, just like the Nail mob, right? So it's just, like, as the women themselves, like, I find both Naomi a little bit better, but I find, like, the Bellas or Nikki kind of, like, cuts a little slack on that. Especially, like, if it's a girl coming into your party and all of your fans are going off on them, you make a video post real fucking quick on your Instagram, on your Snapchat, and be like, hey, like, that's not all right. Like, fucking knock it off.
I don't think she needs to do all of that. I think they just, like, putting out a quick little tweet, like, you know, cut it out or something somewhere. But, like, I'm not going to just say Nikki Bella needs to do that because Naomi needs to fucking do that because, girl, her fans, they fight hard for her. But, you know, it is what it is. Fuck it. Fans are going to be fans. You know, it is what it is. But speaking of TV shows and stuff, have you guys seen the clips with Cameron putting together that fucking TV?
Yeah, the bananas guy.
I can't fucking stand him. He is a producer's puppet. Like, he just turns up for the fucking cameras. And he got the right one over there. Because Cameron did not let him breathe. She came right at him, like, for him trying to insult her career where people break their necks at. I was like, yes, Cameron. Slay him. And what did I tell you guys in this show? When everybody like, oh, girl, bye, Cameron's gone, Cameron's gone. I was like, listen, Cameron's gonna land on her motherfucking feet and she's gonna be on another fucking reality show. I just knew it. She has that personality that producers are gonna fucking cast. They want that. Cameron ain't holding her tongue for nobody. And she put him the fuck together. And then she walked off shaking like, ooh. I live for it. What were your thoughts, Sam, on that? Did you catch that?
I just saw that one clip and she was like, you know, we revolutionized kind of things. Was it, we revolutionized how women were looking back then? And so for you to say, to have, was it a baby oil match or something he challenged her to?
KY jelly match. And she was like, that is disrespectful. And I was like, you get him, Cameron. You do this, girl. What were your thoughts, Nick?
It was nice. Well, I've always liked Cameron. Like,
yeah, you did.
Like, overall, like, in the ring, she was a little sloppy in the beginning, but then you've seen her growth, and, like, personality-wise, she's a strong personality. So for me, personally, I can only handle her for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, I gotta take it back. But to watch her every once in a while, I'm always a fan of her, and she's great for fucking TV. So they knew, like, that was a lot of that seemed very produced, like that guy was just edging her on with shit like that. But they knew that she's a feisty one, so it's nice to kind of see her succeed in the business outside, you know, and like still be in the entertainment world. And I know she's like acting, and everybody makes fun of her like little acting videos and stuff like that.
I hate that they do that. Like, why are you guys hating on her doing this? Like, Cameron's gonna land something. Like, she was on #2 for what is it, Spike Lee TV show or something. They were developing a TV show. It's already aired yet, and Cameron got 2 callbacks. She just didn't make it, and people are such fucking haters. Like, to dim her is not gonna make your faves dim any brighter, shine any brighter. To dim her light.
What really pisses me off is like, bitches, she's out of WWE now. Why are you still shaming or attacking her for wanting to succeed and fucking make some money? Like,
she gotta live.
And to be honest, I don't even know if she's still with that Vincent guy either.
No, she's not. She's definitely not. No, she left him.
So I've always liked her. It'd be nice to fucking see her get brought back. You know, I don't see that ever happening. But I don't know. I'm happy to see her. I'm not gonna watch the show for her. But
no, me either. I'm not watching
clips and stuff, I'll retweet them.
I'm so over MTV and their reality shows. Just tired. Mm-hmm. But Nick, you want to read some questions? We got some questions.
I would love to.
I love when you read the questions. So here's the shady part, guys, of the show. We didn't get that many questions today. We got a few.
Couple.
Yeah, we got a few.
Okay. First question is from Larry at SundayCandy94. Hey, Larry. With all the call-ups this week, who are you most excited to see feud with each other?
Liv and Carmella.
Liv and Carmella, I have to say, because they've been, but like these girls are gonna mix up really well when they start all these feuds and break off. Like I can't wait to see what Mandy and Alexa are gonna do because that looks really good.
I'm actually kind of excited to see Ruby Riott as a heel. Like I feel she has, like I'm really excited for Liv and Sarah as well, but I feel like Ruby may have the most potential as a heel because she's so good on the mic. So I'd love to see her and Charlotte kind of get in a really good feud.
That would be cool because they look like total opposites. So I feel like it would be a good mesh between the two. So I would love to see that as well.
And Ruby's got such a great like indie career prior to WWE as well.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be great to see her sort of like mix it up with Charlotte, who at the moment is like one of the most athletically gifted women on the roster.
She is. She's the best.
Shout out to Ruby too, because she's been on the independent scene for a long while. You know.
And you know what?
So it's nice to.
And shout out to Charlotte for being on the promo for Night of Champions or Clash of Champions. Did you guys see that whole promo?
The tingle bit.
That promo was fucking dope with the DNA and all of that. I was like, yes, Charlotte. I love that one. That was a good one.
But it was good. I feel bad for was it Abby Laith now? Like not Kimberly, Abby Laith, because her and Ruby got signed at the same time, and
that's okay.
Abby's only done the Mae Young Classic, but she's still got a lot of time still, so it's gonna be good. But I wish that they would hurry up with Abby because she's gonna be great.
That's
you know what? I don't know if I may get hate for this, but James, I think you may agree with me with this. I think they're holding off on Abby a little bit, and they're going to keep her down in NXT, but I think they're kind of giving her the same treatment they gave Ember Moon when she first started. They want to kind of get her in a little bit better ring shape. And I'm not saying she's big or anything. It's just kind of just like Ember. She was a little bit thicker, and they just want to tone her and lean her down a little bit better.
Yeah, you got to get TV ready. It's show business. It is what it is. But they still love her and respect her, but they want her in better.
Oh God!
It is what it is. So
it is what it is. All right. Next question. This is from Rise at Foxy Busted. Do you think Emma and Summer were the original idea to align with Paige? Something to do with them being the NXT originals?
I would love that.
Awesome.
That would have been dope. But
I did. A little part of me thought that when she said she didn't come alone, my heart was like kind of got a bit excited, thinking that the whole Ever and Summer release was all a lie. It was like, oh my god! Oh no, it's not.
Who asked that question?
It was at Foxy Busted.
Oh, I like Foxy Busted. He likes all my things on Twitter. He's cute.
Foxy Busted?
Yeah, it's Reese.
Oh, I don't remember him. Does he always ask questions?
No, he's a new one. He's from the United.
Oh, well, welcome.
My neck of the woods.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize him. Well, welcome, Foxy. That was a good question. That's why I asked.
Busted.
I love when they ask good questions, and that was a good one. I like that question.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that would have happened.
Yeah.
Because those three together being kind of like a female shield would have been so cool.
It would have been
cool. You know, and
it is.
Let's not dim the light on Sonya and Mandy because it's a good opportunity for them. And you know what? Emma and Summer are getting their coin now, so
they're chilling. And it's good. We got something new, a breath of fresh air. So, but it would have been dope. It would have been dope.
All right, moving on to the next question. This is from Destiny at Destiny Avon. Out of Raw and SmackDown, who got the better pick of the call-ups? Also, which feuds do you want to see from them first? Ooh. So we already talked about the feud, but who do you think got the better call-ups out of
That is another good question.
Yeah.
You know what?
Look at you, Destiny and Reese.
I know you guys are okay. You guys got me going today.
I think the better call-up. I'm not saying it because I'm a Liv fan, but I do think SmackDown got the better call-ups only because they got 3. Whereas technically Raw only got 2 because Paige is already there.
I kind of
very diplomatic in that answer.
I kind of agree with you, Sam, to an extent. I would have preferred Ruby with Paige on SmackDown.
I would too.
And have a grunge stable.
Yes, and maybe Sarah, and I would have kept Sarah with them, and I would have put Liv with Mandy and Sonya, and I would have put Sonya in the middle and have 2 blondes next to her. That's just what I would have done. But, it is what it is. I really would have liked to see Paige and Ruby together. But maybe it's too much of the same. WWE didn't want that. But I feel like right now the stables kind of mirror each other. So I feel like if you put Ruby and Paige on one side, it would have been different. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing a lot of the comparisons. A lot of people are saying that the debuts of the girls on SmackDown were a little lackluster because they already did pretty much the exact same thing on Raw the night before. But it wasn't the exact same thing. They did it in a different direction, but it's still the kind of same call-up style. So that's why people are kind of complaining about it. But we can't complain until we see what the initial storylines behind them are.
I think Daniel Bryan...
For Ruby and them, it could be a whole social media thing, and they're taking over it that way. For Paige and them, it could be her redemption, and she's got her little rookies, and she's using them as her little helpers.
I think Daniel Bryan is playing 2 sides with Raw and SmackDown. I think that's the story. Yeah, because I think he's doing dirty work with Stephanie under the table. Because you know how he visited Raw? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be something with Daniel Bryan involved with him and Kurt. And him going under Shane's nose, since Shane did shit under his nose. So I feel like he brought up these people for... And you know how it would be a good person to say it was Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan's more humble and he wants to give chances to underdogs. He could probably be like, they wasn't being utilized on NXT. They wasn't on the takeovers. So I took them and I brought them onto the main roster to give them chances. That's what SmackDown's supposed to be about. We're supposed to give people chances. So I wanted to give the women I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But who knows? We'll see.
Only time will tell.
To the next one. Matthew at Bella K. Royce. Hey, boo. One of the... What do you call them? Your elite?
The elite crew. The ones that went and left comments in the Apple page.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Bella K. Royce, prediction for the next women's Money in the Bank winner.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And it should be a Raw exclusive next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's not.
I think
it's not.
It isn't? Oh, no, the calendar got released today.
Yeah, it's going to be...
I should have checked that before.
I think it's going to be there. Each brand is going to be qualifying for a spot in those matches.
Sure. Let me pull it up. Let me just...
So we might get Nia and Tamina again.
I think it'll be Paige.
You think it'll be Paige?
Okay, pay-per-view schedule released. Money in the Bank is both brands.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely see a heel Sasha Banks.
On June 17th in Chicago.
So I think Carmella's going to cash in. If she don't cash in soon, I think if she don't cash in by the new year, she's definitely going to cash in by WrestleMania.
I want her to come into Mania as champ.
But I still think
or cash in at Mania.
You know how SmackDown's going to be on the first day of 2018? I think Carmella's cashing in on that day.
Do you think so?
I see that too.
That's what I think. I think she's starting 2018 as champ.
I see that or the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah, so it's in between this block now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
And I like how they kept it on her for so long.
It's good. Look what it did for her character.
And shout out to James Ellsworth, who was released.
Yeah, I gave him a little a little memorial last week.
He did elevate the Carmella character, which I never thought would have happened.
I know, you guys were so against it, and I loved it.
Hated it.
You see? I have my reasons.
Oh, please.
But do you think that Cass is going to come to SmackDown now?
Who?
Do you think Cass is going to come to SmackDown now that they've got like a heel Enzo on Raw? We don't really need them both over there.
I hope so.
I think they should give Carmella her man. Like, come on.
Give her man, and I feel like he would be a really good mid-card heel.
I think they do need him on SmackDown because SmackDown doesn't have a big, tall guy, and Raw already has Strowman, so I would give him to SmackDown. It just makes more sense. It would balance the brands better. But they love Big Cass. Fucking Vince is so high on him. Any more questions?
All right. Next question. It's from Charming at TBH Key. In the light of all these call-ups, who steps up and takes the spotlight other than the girls like Nikki and the iconic duo? My guess is Bianca and Nixon should be returning soon.
Is she?
I can't wait for Nixon to come back.
I'm not familiar with Nixon. I'm not even going to pretend.
Nixon Newell and Pete Dunne were actually a tag team over in the UK called the Bruiserweights. They were both the Bruiserweights. So she's kind of got a similar style to him.
Oh, cool.
She's like a female Pete Dunne, which I think is going to be brilliant.
I'm all for Bianca.
And she's a cute little thing.
And she's from Wales.
I think Bianca's going to shine. I think Bianca is definitely going to become a big top name. I don't know what's going to happen with Aaliyah, man. Aaliyah is in deep trouble.
I think Aaliyah get dropped.
Me too. But who knows? She could be the Rosa Mendes of this era. No shade. You never know. So, I don't want anybody to lose their job.
That will.
Huh?
We should. That's your guess now. That's a good. Because there's always going to be that Rosa Mendes, and props to her for staying that long. Somebody's going to stay that long, hold on to that contract. But going about the girls, I think I'm excited. I love Bianca, so I know she's going to be she's going to be taken care of very well. In NXT, I have good faith in that. The girl I'm nervous, but I really hope they take care of really well is Dakota Kai. I think like they could make her one of the top underdog baby faces down in NXT and build her up and not give her a little bit of the Bayley treatment, but obviously not the corny stuff. Like just kind of, she's so small compared to all these other girls. Like I'd really like to see her. I'm excited for Kavita to come up.
That's who I was just gonna say. I'm waiting.
I'm looking forward to Rhea.
Oh, I love Rhea.
Yeah.
I love her. And Kavita's really going to be awesome because her on the Mae Young Classic was really, really dope. I liked her a lot. And I can't wait to see what they do with her.
She was agile for a big girl.
And you know who else I want to see? I want them to start showing us some Sage. Yes. Yeah. We need it. I need my witchy, crafty bitch. I need it. Give me it. I almost got it with Ariel. What?
Could you imagine if we did Paige, Ruby, and Sage? Group that came
out? I'm done.
I think James just either orgasmed or died. I don't really know.
Or he super kicked a cereal bowl again. I don't know.
Bitch, I threw my chair. That is the stable. That is the
stable. You know what you're doing now? So, James, you know when you download Ruby, you've now got to find a Sage community creation to download as well.
I'm doing that tonight. It's going to be a 4-woman stable. You guys just gave me the idea. Of course, Elena Brooks. And
who's the fourth?
Brooklyn.
You're a bitch.
I was going to say, if she changed names.
No, Jared wants me to change her name to Elena Brooks because every time I'm playing, and he'll hear fucking JoJo, Elaine Brooks, because you know how they don't have the fucking full name. Yeah. So he's like, I kind of like Elaine Brooks. And I'm like, no. So he keeps calling.
It sounds like someone's auntie pops around once every couple of months.
He keeps calling her Elaine Brooks, so I'm starting to call her Elaine Brooks too. You guys know how I am with names, but it's Elena Brooklyn. That's her name. Such a good ring name.
Got her name because that was what was available.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that bitch.
Oh, she'll be up soon. I promise. I will finish her moveset tonight because I need to do a couple of changes and then she'll be up.
Okay.
I promise.
Any more questions, Nicholas?
Yeah, got more questions. It's from Preston Kyle Bruner at Bruner Preston. Very original. Do you think it would have been better if it were Paige on SmackDown bringing up 2 girls and Emma on Raw bringing up 2 girls?
Say that again?
Do you think it would have been better if it were Paige on SmackDown bringing up 2 girls and Emma on Raw bringing up 2 girls?
Yeah, because Emma could have... I know Emma's... And the iconic duo and the Bellas would be great, but imagine an Aussie female stable.
Mm-hmm.
Of angry Aussie bitches.
I don't know. I can't get behind that. Emma wasn't good on talking, so no. No, I would say no. Emma wasn't a good talker. That wasn't her strong point, and a leader needs to be a good talker. So I wouldn't put Emma in that position. No way.
No. Sorry. Another question from Preston. Also, do you think this could have been something Summer Rae could have been a part of?
Oh yeah.
As a huge Summer Rae fan myself, definitely. She would have definitely been paired with Paige. I definitely feel like that. They would have done that. If Summer and Emma weren't released, they definitely would have done that trio.
Yeah, like, who came up with this idea now? Like, really? Summer is so crafty. She's the one who put together the BFF. She created the boss. So it would have been great for her to show up on Monday Night Raw like, I created you, bitch, to fucking Sasha Banks. You know? Like, there was just so much story they could have did. But you guys know WWE is freaking stupid at times. Well, most of the time.
A lot of the time. And our final question, I think it's from one of the elites. I think his name's Corey, I think. It's the hashtag WWE2K18 at random guys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Did you like the way the debuts was... Okay, random guy, you gotta get the grammar a little together.
Okay.
Do you like the way the debuts was booked, both Raw and SmackDown? Are you liking WWE 2K18? Oh, this bitch threw in 5 questions in 1. Good for you.
All right, give me the first one.
Are you like WWE?
First question.
Okay, first one. Do you like the way the debuts were booked on both Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah.
Overall, yes.
Okay. I was too. Second question. Are you liking WWE 2K18?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Really? Why, Sam?
Well, yeah, because I like it, but I just think it's been a bit buggy at times. I'm still struggling with the 8-person matches, a bit glitchy, but it's getting a lot better than it was. And because I've got on my universe mode, I removed all the men out of one of the slave options. And I've just done a full roster of just women. And do you know the power rankings part?
Mm-hmm.
It had still all 200 in them. And all the men were still on it, but now on the new update, they've removed it. So if they're not in the, available on one of the shows, they don't appear. Now I've got a short list, so it's quite nice now.
That's good. One thing I will say about this new game is that they update it frequently. There's always patches to fix things. So shout out to them. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I'm having a good time, and I just
downloaded the new pack.
I gotta get on there. I'm gonna go see what I want to buy.
Ruby looks awesome.
I heard that Aleister Black and Ruby are probably the best out of them. I checked out all their moves and stuff that they had, and Ruby, they really put a lot of effort into her moveset and a lot of moves that I haven't seen her do in a while. So it's pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I can't comment on that because I haven't played it. Because I'm a poor bitch, and if anybody wants to fucking fund me a PS4 so I can play with these bitches, I appreciate it. Just kidding. Who do you think should be pushed, and what is Aaliyah going to do in the future? Hold on to that contract. That's all.
She better hope that Breaking Ground doesn't stop filming again soon. But I heard that they were. And
Sorry, my thing cut off then. Sorry.
But
what was my question then?
I think that they would save her being fired on the next season of Breaking Ground. To be honest.
What was the question? Sorry, because I got cut off.
Oh, the question was, what is Aaliyah going to do in the future?
Flip burgers at McDonald's.
Aye.
That's so sad.
At least if they fire her, she'll get a paycheck and royalties after. If they do it on...
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're still paying Dev for that.
And that's the thing. If Aaliyah goes, she would be a big name here in Canada just because of the WWE name behind her. So she'd be fine for booking.
You know, she needs to get back on the drawing board. I don't know who she's talking to, who she's trying to pitch things to. It's just not working. The cat's meow. Then somebody's not listening to her, and I don't understand. Like, it's just kind of unfair at this point.
No, people are listening to her. I find like we've seen her on Breaking Ground. We know her kind of personality, right? And so it's like I feel like people are listening to her and just letting her do this character, and they're not looking at it and being like, no, this isn't working. Go back to the drawing board. We're not in high school, Leah. And I just find like she's too like immature with how she's looking at her character standpoint. From a fan's perspective, I don't know what. She works hard Grande, so I can relate to the kids. Like, it's just like, really? That's all you have? Like, we have sat here on this podcast for years and given you multiple ideas and multiple stuff that have pushed for it. And, like, I don't know. I don't see much potential in her. And it's sad because she's Canadian. She's beautiful. She's Arabian. Like, she has a lot of potential. But, like, when I've seen her in WWE...
Sorry, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt. That was rude.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to say, when I see her in WWE, I'm just not seeing that star potential.
Well, James gave her that gimmick idea like ages ago of being like the rich Arabian princess, so she's like, my daddy owns an oil rig or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that was really clever, and she needs to like capitalize on a good gimmick rather than being the cat's meow.
She could be like the Princess Jasmine, and she could.
I would love it at this point if they pair her with Arya Daivari and let them go with this Arabian prince type gimmick. Like, that would be perfect.
That would be dope, but you know, it is what it is. But we got to wrap it up, guys. We've been going on 2 hours. Wrap it up. That's all. So we said a lot. Nick, where can people follow you at?
If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me both on Twitter and Instagram at Grant's Pipe Bomb. And stay tuned because I want to announce on the show, because I don't think a lot of the listeners know, I've been getting into drag lately, and one of my drag's kind of ideas, I'm going to be doing a lot of like the female diva theme songs, and like Feelin' Me is one of them that I want to do.
Oh,
and, like,
God.
So I want yeah, but...
No comment.
On that note,
away.
I can't wait for this. I can't, Nick. I will love to see this.
When you see it, you'll like it. I'm a dancer in real life.
All right. I'm here for it. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm excited to see. Because you know how I live for that song.
I know. Imagine the diva fandom coming out singing me in my fucking blue-ass wig.
Remember when they put... Remember who was it that put Destiny's Child marching to the Feeling Me song?
Just saying to the Feeling Me song to diva fans going into WWE headquarters about something.
If anyone can find that video, please post it to us so we can all watch it.
Yes, I love it. Was a tweet. Somebody put it, and somebody tweeted it, and it was just the best tweet ever. Like, we have to find that. It was around the Give Divas a Chance time. Alright, that song's gonna close us out. Bye, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.